Well, hello, and welcome into this Roulette Rivals World Championship Group C matchup between Alex and Gorg. I'm your host, Gunther, and I'm going to be walking you through this match as we go. Spin should be live here in about 15 seconds, and we'll read it out when we get it. Thanks so much for coming out, and this should be a good one. I don't know, but this might be the last group stage match. Did anybody correct me on that? Somebody let me know. Here's our spin. It is live. We have Rico Delgado, who needs to be killed with a loud explosive weapon while disguised as the band member. Jorge Franco, who needs to be killed with a shotgun while disguised as the hippie. And Andrea Martinez, who needs to be killed with a screwdriver while disguised as the gardener. All right. Excellent. This should be a fun one. Obviously, we've got a shotgun kill, but it's not a loud shotgun. It's not designated as loud, so players can bring in a silenced shotgun if they so choose. See that Gorg is currently hovering over the Coca Field start. Meanwhile, the village bus stop is the start that Alex is currently sitting on. I don't see a silent shotgun in Gorg's inventory yet. Oh, no, there it is, the Ingram. Completely missed that. The 202nd and final group stage match. That is insane. That is so many matches in a couple of weeks. Absolutely insane. All right, both players loading in at roughly the same time. And yeah, it is going to be that Coca Field start for Gorg. So curious to see what the early plan is here. He gets a pretty big whoosh, but he is going to be able to get away. Looks like he's trying to get a seeker shot off early on Jorge. Meanwhile, Alex has started at the main bus stop in the village. And he is he's heading for the early Andrea isolation. So, pretty standard stuff for both players here. This should be a pretty early isolation for Gorg as well. Yep, nice and silent like. He's going to just choke out Jorge and leave him in the bushes. He'll bring back the hippie disguise and his silenced shotgun at some point, I'm assuming. There is the isolation by Alex on Andrea. Perfectly safe as well. And he's going to drag her around and leave her at that corner. I'm not quite sure what the what moving Andrea was for. That's a pretty big whoosh by the camera. He's opting not to take out the cameras at Andrea's compound, so he's going to have to, maybe we'll see him do it when he comes back with the gardener and the screwdriver kill. He does have to make his way back. Gorg is going to use his silent shotgun for more than just the kill on Jorge. He is going to be bringing it around with him, and he uses it very succinctly to open up that door. Now he's moving through Rico's mansion right now. Currently in a trespassing disguise. Looks like maybe he's going for this peekaboo, this early peekaboo on the first cycle. Oh no, excellent seeker shot there. He hits a moving seeker shot. Alex trying to avoid the cameras. He is going to get spotted and make his way into the same location. Tossing his briefcase up, but unfortunately he's not going to make it. He's going to have to get a slightly better arc. There it is. That's a good bounce. And yeah, he's got himself his briefcase. Now when he tosses it down here, is that going to alert one of the gardeners? It did not. All right, excellent. No. And, oh no, we see a quick restart from Gorg as well. Meanwhile, Alex is opting not to go for the quick and easy gardener disguise. He's going to leave him behind, and he is trying to get his way back into the mansion here. An excellent briefcase toss. The maid who notices all things is actually in a pretty good spot for this takedown. And yeah, he'll be able to get this mansion guard disguise nice and free and easy. And he's even got his briefcase to match. It's a good deal. Another quick restart there from Gorg. I think that we're going to see the same Jorge setup from him. He's just got to make sure that he lands that seeker shots. A little bit of inventory shuffle here for Alex. There's the toss of the briefcase with the shotgun up into the bathroom. So I'm guessing this is where he's imagining grabbing the Rico isolation. I'm not entirely sure. I have to see what happens. But over on Gorg's side, we do see that the seeker shot has landed, and that is a sick Jorge heading for the outhouse. He's going to get taken down nice and quiet like in the tall brush, and he should be nice and safe to leave there. Alex is bringing a guard in. He's got him interested in the sink. That's going to be the knockouts. He has not turned off that sink yet, which could cause problems. And his plan is to tuck this guard in. Yeah, so because he hasn't taken out Rico quick enough, this guard is going to come all the way in, and he will most likely post up outside the door. Is his plan to take out both guards? Is this guard going to react to the sink being on? Doesn't seem like it yet. There he goes. Gorg, meanwhile, getting the radio lure on this wandering guard here. This is... Yeah, I would have been very surprised if that body did not get seen. I was thinking maybe he was going to try and do a corner subdue or something, because you can't let that guard get very far in. That's not that big of an outcropping. And even if it is an outcropping, it's still hackable, as we've seen many times with Rico there. So an unfortunate restart, and it looks like an even more unfortunate restart, as we do have a long loading screen. Oh, is that officially a crash? I think we might have just seen Alex actually crash here. That is not ideal. Well, Gorg has the seeker shot hit. Obviously, a crash would allow for an extension of the photo finish window. We're not going to issue a respin because obviously neither player was very close to the exit, so it's not something that we can determine would have affected the outcome. But yeah, a very unfortunate rip there by Alex. All right, Gorg has started bringing... Yeah, he's bringing the mansion staff in. But he does have Rico's body laying out in the open, and he's still got that sink on. So I'm not entirely certain what the thought process is here. Yeah, there's a investigation. Oh no, there's an investigation into the sink room here. He's got himself in a bit of a pickle. He should be able to get out of this as long as he just knocks her out and gets her nice and hidden. I don't know the purpose of the sink. And has he still not turned it off? Because this is starting to cause me massive anxiety. Has he shut off the sink? I hope for his sake he has. I don't think anybody else is going to go and investigate it, but if anybody's wandering by, they might. I don't know about drop canceling. I have no idea what that is. Just KO everybody who responds to it. Yeah, that's the easiest way to deal with it, probably. All right, so Gorg is going to have to make his way back to Rico or set up his explosive. I don't know what he's dropped, but that might very well be. Yeah, I think he has, because I see he's got the outline of the remote detonator in his hand. Meanwhile, we do have Alex, who's back, and a completely oblivious Andrea here. So he's going to be able to get her nice and isolated and just drag her around the corner. Same type of setup as we saw last time. And he is going to go for this camera shot nice and early. Uses the doors closing to his advantage. He's forgot his briefcase up by Andrea. And I know that his briefcase... Actually, I don't know what's in his briefcase. That might have just been the one that he brought with him. So he might just... That might be fine. I think... Because I still see his smuggle on his map. So there's a good chance that that's his shotgun. And he just brought something else with him. So... Yep, there he goes. He's picking up his smuggle. I'm guessing that's going to be his shotgun. If it's anything like the last run that we saw. All right, Gorg is currently working on getting himself to the band member disguise. So, might we see We might see him try and do a kill and then dump for Rico's body. Oh, he's got the mansion staff body that's out right now. Oh, misses the doorway, trying to get through. That could be pretty hairy, depending on what he does. But this might just be a disguised transfer where his plan is to just still save this for the exit kill. And Alex is going for the same type of setup as he did before. He's getting this mansion guard in these bushes. And good, he tucks him in just a little bit more just in case. Now, he's here about 10 seconds earlier than he was last time. So I'm not sure if this is going to help him or not, but he will have a little bit more. Hopefully, he'll have a little bit more control over the situation. But it's a long time to wait if he's going to wait for that guard to come in. Not just this one, but the next one too. Obviously, this is all he's doing. There's no real reason to speed any of the rest of the process up. But the next guard is so far behind Rico that could cause him some problems. Gorg, with the band member disguise, is now walking after the hippie. He is going to get him knocked out. And he is going to get him put away. So he's got himself his hippie disguise. Gorg already has Jorge isolated. This does not look very good for Alex right now. He's got another guard that has walked up. In addition to the guard that accompanies Jorge. Or accompanies Rico, excuse me. Just trying to find the angle, waiting for the head turn. There's the knockout. Okay, he's obviously got the crime noticed. But he is going to go ahead and knock out Rico as well. Don't see any question marks on the map or anything, so he should be fine. Gorg, meanwhile, has his shotgun strapped to his back. He is using the silenced shotgun. Oh, no. And he blew open that door. That door is open. So he is going to cause himself some bullet panic here. He's going to have to wait for that to die down. But thankfully, he already has somebody isolated. He's lucky he got in there as quick as he did. Holding that shotgun on his back and obviously having these two come in would not have been that great. Now, Alex has set up his explosive as well in this bathroom. My concern is, are these bodies too close to Rico? We'll find out. I mean, I think he'll be fine. There's enough space in that bathroom to do what he's doing. Gorg still waiting in his box for things to die down so that he can get himself out of here and hopefully into the coca fields. Alex has red guns, but that is just from Rico. So he should be fine. And Alex has left his briefcase over that way. My guess is his plan is to swing back through here at some point. So yeah, we're rapidly approaching halfway through the spin. Still no kills. We have no kills yet from either player. But a lot of setup has gone into Gorg's side of things. I don't think he's done anything with Andrea yet, but Andrea, why have we paused over on Alex's side? Okay, likely just checking something. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a body getting found or something, because that would have been fairly ludicrous. All right, Gorg tiptoeing his way through the brush of the coca fields. Yeah, he's actually he's in a good spot now. He just has to get himself over to Jorge, and we should see our first kill. Meanwhile, Alex is roaming around, maybe looking for the screwdriver, but he's going to step into a trespassing zone and immediately get enforced by the construction workers. So that is going to be a whole lot of work undone. Gorg gets his first kill, puts himself in a fairly commanding lead. Not a lot of people understand just how rough that construction site is. There's so many sight lines that construction worker can see everywhere, and yeah, it's trespassing from most disguises. So that's not fantastic. I am also concerned with the with where Gorg is going to go next. He has dropped his shotgun, so he doesn't have to worry about getting spotted or anything. Now, he does have his band member disguise set up, and it is near an exit. So if he is planning on doing an exit kill, he should be in pretty good shape. I believe he has a screwdriver. If he picked up his agency pickup in the coca fields, it's likely he has a screwdriver. And now he just needs to get a gardener disguise. As we mentioned before, there is one that is free basically on his way back. So, oh, that's a big whoosh. Oh, my God. Gorg is going to be able to get away, just barely. And he's just going to tuck himself in and kind of wait this peekaboo out. That was so unbelievably close. Looking at the timing, he might miss Andrea's second cycle here. In fact, I can almost guarantee he's going to miss Andrea's second cycle. So he might be waiting around for a bit in order to get her back to the mansion. Or not the mansion, sorry. Her little home, her little villa. All right, he's definitely eyeing this particular gardener. Oh, that toss isn't going to do him any good, unfortunately, as it's not going to be heard. He's going to have to lure them over some other way. He has one guard investigating the distraction. He has not shut that off. It might alert the next gardener as well. There's the subdue. He's got himself the gardener. He's got to get him dumped and then get his disguise changed, but he should be good. All right, so that's all of the disguises good to go for Gorg. He's already got his band member ready to go. I actually like the little disguise shuffle that he's done because he's going to be able to grab the band member basically right next to the bus stop and get himself out of there. Meanwhile, Alex is making his way back up to Rico's bathroom. Alex is going to be doing the same chain lure here that we've seen, where he's going to take down one guard, wait for the next one, and then take down the other guard. I believe what happened last time was the gun fell and he never picked it up. And so that's why Rico went and got somebody to come get it for him. Meanwhile, Gorg with a risky play with that toss-to-medic device, but he does manage to land it. Now Andrea is sick. Does she go anywhere useful when she's out and about and just wandering around? Because it looks like she's going around this hut, which might not be the best thing. Runs right by that window, and the gardener's going to come out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, if Gorg does the exact same run as what we just saw, he is not going to make it in time. His in-game time is beyond what he has left in the spin timer. Unfortunately, the gardener and the woman who are talking in that room do eventually roam. And yeah, I saw him through the window, but didn't get enough out of sight. And that's going to be a restart. He's in a real bad way. He's going to have to speed this way up if he's going to want to be able to make these points. Alex, meanwhile, does have his Rico kill good and ready to go. He's also got Andrea completely set up as well. He's making his way back into the main part of the city. Let's see if we can get a kill out of Alex on this map. We've seen Gorg grab one, but it came too late. He's going to need to speed this way up, or I don't see him being able to finish in time. There's a screwdriver grab, so he does have that. The damping movement of a controller for Gorg causing him some issues. He is going to be able to make it, though, and eventually pick up his shotgun. I think the problem with the spin that the players have been running into is there's a lot of back and forth, and that's where the time is going to really be a factor. Alex does manage to get himself the Gardener disguise. He does have several enforcers around here, and obviously he's got the panic that's going on, so he'll need to be a little bit careful, but he's in the clear. He's in good shape. And, yeah, I think he's got a screwdriver, and now he's going to be heading straight up to Andrea. Meanwhile, Gorg, I don't believe he managed to hit his Seeker shot, and so he's got... No, he has hit his Seeker shot, but Rico is going to a different bathroom. Now, obviously, this is just a setup kill, so he should be fine. Yep, there's the knockout. Let's see if he goes ahead and sets up this explosive kill now. I'm not sure if he's concerned with nearby people hearing it. Oh, no! I didn't see what happened. What happened to Alex? I mean, at this point, it's impossible for Alex to finish in time. He was making pretty good pace, but I don't think that, given his setup, it's going to be possible. Throw kill noise. Of course. Yeah, that's the danger. That's the danger of doing a throw kill, especially on an unconscious target. So yeah, Alex is definitely not going to be able to make it. I hesitate to call it because I want both these players to still give their best here. But I think that we're all in agreement. I don't see this being possible in the next 6 minutes and 43 seconds, at least for Alex. Maybe Gorg is going to be able to get the rest of it quick enough, but I think that he's dilly-dallying a bit too much. He's down here trying to deal with the cameras, but he's got several guards that he's got to deal with as well as a noticer. Yeah, this is one of those maps that, you know, you see when people struggle on it. It's not that they have bad mechanics, it's just that sometimes you need everything to go perfect all the way through. And there's just, the more layers you add on that, one additional targets, one additional trespass disguise, a large weapon, all that stuff just throws wrenches in the plans. And if not for singular mistakes, the throw kill noise mistakes over on Alex's side, the issue with the Gardener disguise grab over on Gorg's side, we're looking at different results here. We're looking at much closer chances to finish by players. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're going to let them play this out. There's only 5 minutes left in the spin anyway. And yeah, hopefully they'll be able to work out their nerves. Yeah, this is not one of the more simple Santa Fortuna spins that could be thrown at somebody who is a rookie. So, and obviously we have returning rivals on both of their nameplates here, but did Alex have that body get found? Time keep pointing out that varying strats make SF so good. Indeed. I think that is a consensus for everyone who's involved in the Hitman community. Santa Fortuna is one of the bigger learning curves because you have so much stuff that you have to deal with. And Gorg is going to get spotted climbing through that window as well. Yeah, so at this stage, we're going to go ahead and just issue a draw. It is more than impossible. All right, our spin is live. We have Janus, who needs to be killed with a silenced shotgun while disguised as Sheriff Masterson, and Nolan Cassidy, who needs to be killed with an explosive accident while disguised as the mailman. So, Sheriff Masterson disguise is probably the first wrinkle that these players are going to come up against because there are two disguises that look very similar from the picture. Sheriff Masterson is obviously the one with the longer pants, and so hopefully our players know that and they do not use the wrong disguise or try to get somebody with the wrong disguise. As always, we will be able to tell them if they are using the wrong disguise, but only after they've completed a kill. So, it's not ideal if they get it wrong, or we can tell that they're going to get it wrong. They're going to need to make sure that they get it right, or they're going to be hearing about it in their DMs, and nobody wants that. Now, this is Whittleton Creek. It's a smaller map. These two kill conditions are a heck of a lot more simple, I suppose, than the Santa Fortuna kill conditions that we just saw. I think that we'll see, one, in-game time is going to be much shorter than what we just saw in Santa Fortuna. So I'm going to go ahead and say I expect to see a finish here. It's going to depend on how comfortable these players are for where they go. You see, Gorg was just there looking at one of the deputy disguises. I'm not sure if that's one of the ones that he wants to try and grab, but he does have to get Sheriff Masterson's disguise, which is over by the construction site, it looks like that's where he's heading right now. As I say that, he turns toward Janus's property. Meanwhile, Alex is loaded into the map, and he has started as a garbage collector. You see Gorg jumping into the yard next to where Janus's yard is. He's getting a big whoosh, and yeah, he's going to get fully spotted as he walks under the smoking, quote-unquote, garbage man. Meanwhile, Alex has made his way all the way up into Janus's room, and he is going to go ahead and be able to choke him out now. He is going to have to get himself back up to Janus here, but that should actually be a pretty good spot for him. He's got two other guards up here who he's eyeing. I'm wondering if his plan is to take them out or if he's just going to avoid them and bring back the Sheriff Masterson disguise. He's heading downstairs into the basement where he'll be able to grab his first clue as well as take out the security cameras if that's what he so chooses to do. Meanwhile, Gorg is... He's going to go ahead and secure himself the mailman disguise. Very well done. Yeah, so he's able to toss his briefcase as a distraction. The mailman goes to investigate. He knocks him out. His body will be found, but he is a tranked body, so he is perfectly legal. Alex does have the first clue from Janus's basement, as well as he's taken out the security footage. Barb, welcome in. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. We are watching a Roulette Rivals World Championship match between Alex and Gorg. This is the final group stage match of the tournament. And right now we are tied at 1 as Santa Fortuna ended in a draw, a timeout draw. Alex just manages to hook Sheriff Masterson there. I'm not sure what he has in the way of tranq guns or if his plan is just to do a cold knockout on him. He does have the mailman heading over this way, though. Oh, that's a side KO for Alex, and that's going to be a restart. Unfortunately, as he will walk away with red guns. Well, body getting found by Gorg, but it is a tranked body, so he's perfectly fine. And I don't know if Gorg's plan is to do a drive-by for Nolan. I don't know what he's brought in as far as explosives are concerned. We do see Alex going for the same isolation as we saw before with Janus, and it worked so well last time. Why not do it again? He is going to leave his crowbar behind, though. No muss, no fuss for Alex. He's just going to run downstairs and take out the security footage and grab this clue much faster than last time, so very, very capable there. We see Gorg with propane flask in hand is now heading towards Nolan Cassidy. Let's see what his plan is. I'm not sure if Cassidy's bodyguard will... Oh, yeah, no, Cassidy's bodyguard does go for that. Let's see what his plan is here. He's going to have to find a safe place to... Oh, my gosh. He's going to try and shoot this propane flask with a shotgun. He's beyond the range of that explosive at that point. Ooh, that is a risky play. He's going to have to find a way to get him in a better place. If his plan is to use a large firearm, he's got to get him in a better place. That was very, very risky. Would have been great if he could have pulled that off, but incredibly risky brandishing a firearm, especially in front of a target. But I think he would have even had to have shot the propane flask twice, because he dropped it. He didn't even toss it, so it wasn't even primed. All right, Gorg is working on getting the mailman disguise first here again. Meanwhile, Alex has gotten Masterson sick, and it looks like Masterson is heading into the west property, so he should be able to get him in the bathroom here. Quick disguise change for Gorg, as the other gentleman is the one to go and investigate the toss distraction. There's not a place to hide Sheriff Masterson here for Alex. And somebody will be coming into this bathroom. This body is not safe to keep here. He's going to have to deal with the wandering gardener as well. I don't think that he knows. He seems like he's stepping away. That body is most assuredly going to be found. Ms. West is also heading to answer her doorbell, which I don't think that Alex was aware of. He saw the question mark and now he's concerned. I don't know if a shotgun does. I thought that a shot on a propane flask has to be on a primed propane flask, or you have to shoot it twice. Gorg is working on getting Nolan a bit earlier this time. He's going to get Nolan's bodyguard first. Oh, no. And the Sheriff Masterson disguise is going to get compromised. This is bad for a couple of reasons, because Alex did not get that body found either. If he sets up that knockout the exact same way again, he's going to have that body just out and about, and it's going to be found again. He's going to fail from that later. If anybody knows the propane flask situation, do let me know. I do think that Gorg has decided to change the way that he's approaching this, so I'm a lot less worried than I was before. Right. Alex not going for a crowbar knockout chain this time. He is still going to be able to get Janus and Gunther down in the same room as before. It's a nice takedown series, and he's got them good and ready to go. He's also got time to run around here and get the clue. And yeah, it's a nice and solid start for Alex. It's just a matter of, can he get Sheriff Masterson quickly? Can he get himself into the rest of the spin comfortably? All right, Gorg is approaching Nolan Cassidy again. Cassidy will enforce that propane flask toss, even though somebody else didn't hear it. He does another toss. Nobody's going to, I don't think he's going to be able to get. Oh, he's actually hooked him. That looked really far away. Oh, man. It's a risky side KO, and yeah, he's going to get spotted by the folks at the house party. Oh, I thought he was just going to try and go for that live. I think he might have been okay. I'm fairly certain, Blends and Beats, I'm fairly certain that there's a gardener that wanders in from the backyard of the West property. I think it's Jared, I think is his name. I think he wanders into that bathroom. If I'm incorrect, somebody let me know. Yeah, there's a knockout for Alex. So he has his Sheriff Masterson disguise. He's going to go ahead and tuck him in here. It's not going to do him any good if that gardener does wander through here, but that was a pretty big peekaboo from somebody in the kitchen. He should be okay, though. He should be okay. Gorg is going to be able to grab the mailman disguise nice and early again. Oh, man. This is possible for both players, but I really wish that Gorg would use the garage or something to get Cassidy nice and isolated before he tries to do this propane flask thing. All right, so Alex has knocked out one of the servers as well. It looked like he was looking at the mailman. I don't know if his plan was maybe to try and grab that disguise, because the mailman is going to be wandering around for a bit, and he can be kind of a pain, especially if you don't have a trank. And I don't know if Alex does. Anyway, Alex is going to be sat here waiting for a moment. And we're going to see another restart from Gorg as well. Still plenty of time in the spin timer to get this done. There is the kill for Alex on Janus. He is in the proper disguise. He's going to go ahead and drop his shotgun here as well. Might as well, you don't need it anymore. Now he's waiting out the guard cycle in order to get himself back out of here. He's got a kill down, but if Sheriff Masterson's body gets found before he's able to kill Cassidy. Smoke Beer TV, this is Roulette Rivals. This is a randomly generated spin in disguise condition for the game of Hitman, and both players are competing to complete that spin first. For the timing for Alex, Cassidy will be back inside of his house. So, but I don't know if Alex's plan is maybe to do a drive-by. Perhaps. It looks like he might be heading toward where he can get a propane flask, but he does still need to get himself the mailman disguise as well. Opting not to grab the key there. That's going to be Masterson's body getting found by that gardener that wanders. Yeah, Masterson unfortunately can't be left there. Meanwhile, this peekaboo has worked for Gorg. I don't know if he's got a plan for Cassidy's bodyguard. He does have a trank dart. But he's got to be careful because he could get gun flashed so easily here. And Nolan's going to be coming in through. Oh, what a clutch shot! That was so lovely from Gorg. He's opened up the garage door by mistake, but he is going to get away with that. Unbelievable. Great adaptability there to be able to find the gap between the junk so that Cassidy couldn't see, but then he could get the moving shot on Cassidy's bodyguard as well. That was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. And then you could definitely see the nerves kind of fray as he accidentally opens up the garage door. But you know what? That's worth it. Hang your hat on that. That's fantastic. He's got an unconscious witness, but obviously it's just Nolan Cassidy, which he will be able to take care of in no time. Okay, so we might very well see Gorg's first kill here on Nolan Cassidy as he is heading toward the property where he gets a free propane flask. Excuse me. Faye pointing out the battery would ignite a broken propane. Indeed it would. If it's active right now, which I think it is, hopefully he's not stood too close to it. But we will see. Alex is, he's got a medic off on the mailman. He's keeping an eye on him to see where exactly he goes. I'm not sure where he goes to get sick from there. I'm assuming it's also the west property. There, he's got himself his briefcase. He obviously is still going to have to take care of Sheriff Masterson as well. Yeah, there the mailman goes. Now, I think he might actually go through the back door of the west property to get to the bathroom. It doesn't really put him in any better of a situation. And he is still going to have the wandering undercover gardener. In fact, he's here early enough this time. Oh, there's the knockout. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's got the knockout. Can he get him around the corner and down the stairs in time? Looks like nobody saw. There's the explosive accident kill. Oh my god, Gorg is going to hide this body. Okay, this is going to be very risky. And he's gonna... Oh, he hasn't packed away his shotgun yet. He's gonna carry it on his back. Gorg is a madman. I love the retrieval. I love the fact that he cared enough about his shotgun and briefcase to grab both of them, but that is absolutely insane. It was one shot on the propane and it wasn't primed or nothing. Then I stand corrected. That is nice to know. Whew, my heart is fibrillating. Gorg is absolutely insane. That is just ridiculous. The amount of stress that induced. Throwing it, Nolan didn't prime it? Yeah, all right. Excellent. Well, today we learned, right? Could have easily been a headshot. That's what I would have been worried about. And let's see here. Oh, jeez. Just scrubbing back through to double check that it wasn't an accidental headshot. All right, so Alex looks like he's going to be following Nolan into the garage as well. What has... It did indeed count as an accident kill, so perfectly legal there. Alex is trying to get this, instead of going for an isolation and doing a setup like what we'd seen Gorg has done, Alex was trying to get that on the move, and it's cost him. He's not going to be able to get that. He's lost his briefcase. I'm not sure if that had his shotgun in it or not, but that might cause some issues as well. Gorg, meanwhile, has grabbed the cigar case and has grabbed the lawsuit, I believe. And now he just needs to get a final clue, which I'm guessing he will grab oh no, obviously. Adding insult to injury, Alex is having connection issues to IOI's servers. Hopefully that gets sorted out soon, because we will need that in order to see if things are legal. Snow is commenting that Gorg doesn't know where Masterson is. He does seem to know what Masterson is, though, because he keeps on checking pants. I believe he's found Masterson. So now it's going to be a matter of, can he get Masterson over here? Looks like he's going for a medic. Oh, jeez, there's the target lockdown. Oh, and the explosion only knocks him over. That's going to be a restart from Alex. And now we're getting into crunch time, where it's totally possible that we can see Whittleton Creek end in a draw here. We're finding Masterson freelancer style. Oh, let me tell you, man. That's been my life the last couple of days. So, here's the thing. If Gorg does not know, like Alex did not know, about the gardener, then that gardener is going to wander in and find the body of Sheriff Masterson. Actually, this timing might be perfect for Gorg, because he can see that there is somebody else in that room right now. Oh, this is so risky. He needs to... Well, I guess he's allowed in here. But what is his plan here? If he knocks out this gardener, followed by the sheriff... Okay, this is awkward. I don't think we need to see this. Like, I understand, sharing is caring. All right, Gorg, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. We're as family friendly as we can be. There's the knockout on the gardener. So close to a side KO there. Gorg is just playing with fire. But Gorg's not going to run into the issue that Alex had run into. And so if he's able to get this, clean, he should be able to have both kills down. Now, Janice is still up. He doesn't have anything set up for Janice. And so he's still got a long way to go. But he's got almost 6 whole minutes to do something about this. He's got to watch out for West. Yep, no, he's good. And he's right next to Janice's house. So he should be able to get in there, get the kill, and get the clue. Janice is actually downstairs right now, which I would argue is ideal. It does look like his plan is to... Oh, no. He's telling me his plan is not to shoot open the door. Okay. All right. I'm nervous for Gorg here. All right. Gorg does have the basement cleared. He's right next to the final thing. Okay, maybe save the teabagging until you've got the win there, Gorg. We've got 4.5 minutes left in this spin. Time is better spent than teabagging guards. All right, there's the final clue grabbed. Janice will have already gone... No, he stepped outside, so he still has plenty of time. He obviously has a guard in the kitchen. It doesn't look like he's going for him just yet. Yeah, and the guard in the kitchen is now walking forward. There is the recording erased. All right, I think Gorg's plan is to do some chain lures here, but he's obviously not going to be able to get Janice. Guard in the kitchen is stepping up right now. Oh, he's got to be careful. If he breaks that threshold, that guard is going to spot him almost instantaneously. And yeah, he's going to get spotted trying to do that takedown. Yep. That's a risky takedown to do. So it all lies on Alex's shoulders at this stage, whether or not we're going to see a finish. But Alex has a lot of ground to make up if we are indeed going to see a finish. He's still in his Gunther disguise. He does have the isolation on Janice, obviously. I don't believe he's got Cassidy isolated just yet. But if his plan is to do a drive-by for Cassidy, then this might be possible. But we're looking at this. It's getting pretty close to the end here. I think Gorg realizes that he just doesn't have time to get another attempt going. He is loading back in. We'll see if he's able to do something, but I mean, it's just not feasible that he'll be able to make up the ground. And after such a promising run too, that was very, very exciting. I very much enjoyed the improv and kind of the ability to respond to the situation and make sure that he could get the kill that he needed to get by hitting that moving counter shot. But in order for it to work with roulette, you have to get everything right all at once. And yeah, that just didn't happen this time around, unfortunately, for Gorg. He is going to give it his best try. Yeah, at this stage, Alex has a minute. He hasn't made up enough ground. There's very, very little that's going to be able to be done, unfortunately. And so, looking likely, we'll be going into our third map, tied 2-2. Our third map is Marrakesh. And hopefully we'll be able to see either player finish one of these maps and get themselves 2 full points for their group. Let's see if Alex is able to get this explosive kill. He does manage to pull it off. He manages to get the explosive accident kill on Nolan. 10 seconds left, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to see a finish here, but at least, that's good on Alex in order to get one done. That's going to help a lot more going into the final map, which is Marrakesh, as I have previously stated. Gorg trying to go for an early isolation here on Reza Zaydan just before the actual mission starts. Our spin is now live. We have Reza Zaydan, who needs to be killed with a loud shotgun while disguised as the waiter, and Klaus Hugo Strandberg, who needs to be killed with electrocution while disguised as the handyman, which is thematically appropriate. So, we have a loud shotgun kill, which I will say definitely gives me pause. I think that we've seen these players kind of struggle with certain kill conditions up to this point. I think a loud shotgun kill on somebody like Reza, who can be more difficult to isolate, especially for a loud kill, might cause some problems. But we will see. Hopefully these players have something planned in mind for that, and obviously, hopefully they are aware of the electrocution conditions for Klaus. Dogs are going crazy downstairs. Hopefully we're not being robbed. I don't think so. Probably not. But just in case. They're going nuts just to let them know that they're not allowed here. This is our house. Alright, so Gorg is still in the replanning phase. Alex has actually started in the waiter disguise, and so he is heading into the level as the waiter, which is one of the disguise conditions. Not quite sure what his plan for Reza's isolation is going to be. But it seems like he's also heading pretty quickly over to the consulates. Doesn't look like he's heading over to the school. So, I'm not sure. Yeah, Gorg's still in the planning phase. He's spent about 2 minutes with this plan. I'm not sure if it's just trying to make sure that he's got all of the moving pieces that he needs. But yeah, Alex is already into the parking garage for the consulates. He's come all the way down here, looks like to grab his shotgun, if I had to guess what he would have smuggled in. Gorg is going to start as the handyman. So we see both players starting in disguises that they're going to need for these kills. Gorg is immediately heading over to the consulate right now. Likely to set up the electrocution kill on Klaus. And we do have Alex, who he's currently the waiter, and he's getting himself over here. I'm not sure what the plan is exactly. Alex also opting to do a briefcase toss instead of using the vacuum to lure in this particular guard. I'm not sure where that guard is going to come in here because that hit off of the wall. Yeah, he's lucky that that door opens up this way because that guard turned and stood so that he'd be facing right where he's hiding right now, which is not ideal. I don't know this for sure, but I am concerned I'm concerned with Alex's setup here, because he either is going to set up Klaus in the bathroom, which is he's going to go to the upstairs bathroom and it will not work, or he thinks that he just needs to be in the waiter disguise for Klaus. Obviously, I don't know for sure. He's going to go ahead and restart. I don't know if he just wasn't happy with the timing or wasn't happy with how everything was going, but he's just going to go ahead and restart. Still keeping his waiter disguise on, though. Oh, does Klaus puke in that trash can if he gets sick up there? Yeah, that's also not good. I mean, here's the thing. We're in a bad spot, because if Alex's plan is to get Klaus to that upstairs bathroom, it's not going to work, and I don't think that he knows that yet. So it's going to take a bit of doing in order to make that happen. So Gorg with the same agency pickup location as Alex, and he's going to get his shotgun from there. Gorg is trying to shoot out that camera, and he is going to get himself fully spotted with that second shot. So he's entering into combat, and that's going to be another restart for him. There's going to be a combat as well for Alex, and we are going to see another restart from him. So another condition that comes up that is just pretty complicated if you don't have something in mind for what you need to do. Both players they have an idea of how to get themselves started, but obviously neither player so far that we've seen has gone for the rail electrocution for Klaus. I think if Gorg can get himself into the consulate, that might be what he's going for. He does seem to be trying to beat Klaus's first timing, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't know how well it's going to work, I should say. Alex has made his way back into the consulate parking garage, as well as Gorg. Gorg grabs his shotgun. He also grabs some poison. And yeah, screwdriver, why not? You know? Can never have too many things. 47 has deep pockets. I think Gorg's plan is to go up through this middle stairwell, which is going to be near impossible. Gets himself caught on the wall. But he does manage to get himself away. I think he's going to go for for a knockout over here. He might actually try and just clear this stairwell. Whew, big whoosh from Alex as he does blow open the doors. He is going to be able to get into the consulate itself. Very, very nearly gets himself spotted, but he does manage to get upstairs. So, again, though, this disguise is not what he needs for Klaus, so it is one that is kind of dangerous to have around here. Gorg has dropped off his handyman disguise. He's actually in one of the Militia Elite disguises right now. Sorry, Militia Elite. I've got Colorado on the brain. He's in an Elite Soldier disguise, but he's still going up this middle stairwell, and he has many people to deal with. There goes his shotgun, which he is going to need back unless he's unpacked it. He has not unpacked it. So he's tossed his shotgun and not just his briefcase. He's in a bit of trouble here. This guard should clear out, but the other guard is still going to be walking forward, and yeah, he's still trapped in this stairwell. This is a dangerous stairwell. Yeah, Fanian pointing out, even for experienced players, Loud Reza trips a lot of people up. Absolutely. It's not a common one. It's not something that, like you need to have practiced for it. And not everybody does. It's not something that comes up in every spin that comes along. Gorg trying to think of what it is that he wants to do here. He's going to just shoot into the corner. That is going to spin the guard, but the other guard is already on the way back. Gorg he's between a rock and a hard place right now. He's in a very, very bad spot, and it's going to be difficult for him to get out of here. That's going to be the bullet impact. And he's still stuck in this location, so as soon as he comes out, because he didn't leave that zone, he's going to get into instant combat. So, oddly enough, the struggle that we are seeing is with both players and the consulate side of things. I don't think that we've seen anybody's approach so far to Zaydan. Everybody, I do not know if there's a way to get Loud Reza without Honeycomb, but that is what I would do. The only other thing that I could think of is maybe doing the prisoner and doing like a quick kill dump, but that's not something I would go for first. I am not the authority on roulette spins, obviously, but Alex now is discovering that there is no overflowing sink here. We need the water can from Freelancer in regular Hitman. Let me tell you, that would be super handy here. So yeah, Alex finally getting Klaus to where he wanted him to go a full 10 minutes into the spin, realizing it's not possible here. He's going to have to find a different way to do the electrocution kill on Klaus. Gorg is going for this isolation again with the teabagging thing. I don't know. Seems cocky. Didn't work out so well for you last time. Maybe don't. That's just me. That's my opinion. My opinions do not reflect the opinions of F7SC. Alright, so Gorg has his handyman disguise nice and dropped off. I don't think that he knows about the other door, or he's just not familiar with using the remote explosives to blow open the doors. He is being a little bit more cautious now. He's missed his first shot, and so he's decided to take his time with the second shot. He's just got to get himself out of that zone. He does manage to do it. I mean, in this disguise, he could also just walk through the front doors of the consulate if that's what he wanted to do. But I think it's that kind of mentality of once you start going a certain way, it's difficult to break from it. It's that bias of, well, no, this is the way that I'm thinking about getting to the target. And so, unfortunately, he's not changing the way that he's approaching this. He should be clear now to get through. He is still going to have to deal with the two guards at the top of the stairs. Here they are right on time. Not entirely sure what his plan is for this. I know this stairwell well. This is what I used to do as well, and since I found a better way, I am never going back. So, alright, Alex is back into the consulate. He is in the handyman disguise right now. Gorg is going to be trespassing once he goes up these stairs. I think he's aware of it. He is being extra cautious. Alex has one of the guards taken down right now. He's even going to go ahead and change his disguise into the guard disguise so that he can wander around a little bit more freely. Now, has he set up the electrocution yet? I don't believe so. I'm not quite sure what his plan is here. No, he's looking for, I think he's looking for a way to get Klaus downstairs. Is there a way to get Klaus downstairs? To the downstairs bathroom? I don't know. Gorg is looking at the stage lamp, which is the right direction to go. He's also rechecking the silhouette of Klaus right now. Ponsonby says that there is a way to get him downstairs, but it's not particularly obvious. It's definitely not obvious to me. We've got Alex he's sat on his pause screen. I'm not sure if he's just checking hit maps, if he's just looking up a way to set up a kill or anything like that. But yeah, I think he's eyeing this bathroom down here, and that's his plan. He wants to get Klaus isolated down here. That is going to be a difficult thing to set up, unfortunately. Yeah, there's lots of eyes on this security guard disguise for Alex right now. And so he's going to have to figure out how exactly he's even going to get himself back down here. Plus, even if he does manage to get Klaus isolated in this bathroom, he either has to have what he needs to make this a remote kill, and he's going to have to be quick about it, or he's going to have to bring his handyman disguise to the front, which I don't think that we'll see. And Alex is still thinking about it. This is a complicated setup if you don't know about the stage lamp, which I think is the main issue that we're seeing here. We do see the stage lamp set up for Gorg. Has he turned on the stage lights? Is he good to go there? He's got to get himself his handyman disguise. Is he leaving it behind? Where did he set his hand? Oh, it's downstairs in the garage. Gorg is running out of time. Where is Klaus right now? Okay, he's got more time than I thought. I thought Klaus is already heading that way. Sometimes it's difficult to tell. But still, he's got to get all the way down to the garage and get himself back to his disguise. Yeah, Klaus is he should have already been running downstairs. Like, there's no way he's changing into his handyman disguise in time. He might just be testing this to see. Yeah, I don't think that he turned on the stage lamp in the room overlooking the spot. Let's see, does he know about this? He has just turned it on. You know, he might have very much just been waiting that out so that he could turn it on, so that he knew he had plenty of time. That might be what we're looking at here. I mean, even so, that's so stressful. Yeah, Gorg is, he didn't change into the elite soldier disguise, which he knocked out the elite soldier. I don't think he realizes that door behind the elite soldier is what leads down to the garage. Yeah, because he's going to go all the way around to get into the garage the same way as he did before. There's an entire pathway that exists there that I just think he's just not familiar enough with. All right, there is the disguise change. Now he's in the handyman disguise. Okay. Where is his shotgun? Has he unpacked it? Because I don't know. I don't know where he's left his shotgun. I know he brought in a sawed-off. But if he... Yeah, so if he's brought in a sawed-off and he's pocketed it, he's good to go because he's got his loud shotgun on him. If he's left it in the briefcase, I have no idea where that briefcase is. I think Alex just missed his seeker shot as well. Come on, see the highlighted lamp. See the highlighted stage lamp. He's going into instinct, and it's there, but I don't think he's putting it together. Oh, man. He's so close. He's zeroing in on it. He's so close. All right, well, Gorg now has to wait out Klaus's cycle, and he's going to get found trespassing by the headmaster as he gets to the top of the stairs. Well, Gorg knows how to do this setup now. So, likely we'll see that setup done a heck of a lot quicker. If indeed he goes in the way that he went in before. Because he'll miss Klaus's first cycle, obviously, but that's not the end of the world. The problem is going to come after that first cycle. As long as he just sets that up, he can go get his handyman disguise and then just basically wait it out, and he will be good to go. If he utilized that the back way, the way that Alex has been getting himself up and into the consulate, if he utilized that, then he would be in a much better situation. Because he would be able to get the setup even before Klaus's first cycle. But I don't think that's in the cards for him. I think he is going to wait out the first cycle and then, or almost have to at this stage, because I don't think that you can get up there quick enough with the middle stairwell that he's trying to do. And he has retrieved his shotgun this time, and he's got it pocketed, so that is good to go. He can lose the briefcase anytime he'd like. He's trying to get a peekaboo on this guard here. There's a knockout on this elite soldier for Gorg. He's giving him a wide angle when he's dragging him there instead of trying to get him straight to the cover of the door, but that is just preference speaking more than anything. There is the body dump, and he's going to get himself changed into the elite soldier disguise. Okay, after a little bit of inventory shuffle, he's now got his briefcase, and he is now heading up. It looks like he might be going through the front door this time. All right, meanwhile, Alex is making his way downstairs to the honeycomb area. I'm not sure if this is where his plan to get Reza will lead him or not. This might just be some disguise shuffle, actually. But yeah, I mean, honeycomb would be a great place for the shotgun kill. He just needs to make sure that he gets all those folks knocked out. There is the recordings being erased for Gorg. He's heading himself upstairs. He bumped into that guard before he went upstairs. Kind of risky, but thankfully the guard had a long turn. Gorg using the vacuum here in order to lure the security guard in there. Should be able to get him knocked out, and yeah, he'll have himself a disguise to roam around and set up the electrocution as well. Then it's just going to be a matter of, can he get back out of the consulate? With that set up, he would be able to get himself the first kill of the map. Ooh, that's a big whoosh for Alex. I'm not sure if he's trying to peekaboo or if he's just trying to sneak himself into the room with Reza. Even if he is trying to get into the room with Reza, like, he's got to be careful, because even if he gets him isolated, he's not going to be able to get a loud shotgun kill from that room. Gorg, meanwhile, seems to be following this guard. I'm not sure for what. No, he gets out of the trespass zone. And he does see this door. This is big. Now, he doesn't have a way through it right now because it is a key hack door, but he can blow it open. There's a propane flask right there. I'll grab a crowbar, but that won't get you through. You need either a key card or you need to blow the doors off. Yeah, he's going to run right by the propane flask, so he's not going to make a loud exit. Yeah, it looks like Gorg might be in big trouble. Yeah, he's going to get himself right next to an enforcer, and that's going to be a full spot. At this stage, it is virtually impossible. Gorg would have to get Klaus on the first cycle, and then within the next 2 minutes have Reza Zaydan also killed. It just doesn't seem feasible at this stage. And so I do think that we're likely looking at a third tie, a third and final tie in this strand. Yeah, and Alex is going to get himself spotted as well. At that point, knowing that neither player in their in-game times are going to be able to finish this in the time, I'm going to go ahead and issue a draw here. And we're going to end our matchup with a final score of 3-3. While I'm typing this out, I will go ahead and let them close it out. It is unfortunate that we were unable to see a finish here, but both players still played fairly valiantly. Some difficult conditions, I would say. Like, unless you have yourself practiced for these conditions, I could definitely see how these could trip some people up. Santa Fortuna, obviously, there was a lot of roaming back and forth, and without kind of the knowledge of how you go about getting your easy isolations or easy setups for all these things and the proper paths to get through all the different levels, it's definitely cause for all these draws. But hopefully these players take this stuff to heart. They still did an incredible job. I'd love to see them come back. I'd love to see them improve on their skills and come back and really come out swinging. But this one is going to end 3-3. We see a draw go the way of Santa Fortuna, a draw go the way of Whittleton Creek, and then finally we have the draw on Marrakesh, which I don't think we ever saw a kill for. I don't think there was a single kill in Marrakesh, unfortunately, as both players struggled to get that electrocution set up. And obviously, we didn't even get to see like a setup for a loud shotgun kill over on over on Reza Zaydan. So we are going to take a look at the brackets, or I guess the end of the group stages here. So this was a Group C matchup. Or so I thought. Let's see, what group are our friends in here? Here we go, Group F. All right. Once again, apologies. I'm not sure. That's happened to me twice recently, and I'm not sure what exactly the problem is. I do see that this has not yet updated, but we will have ties in the categories for Alex and Gorg. Obviously, they're not able to advance, so they have been officially eliminated from the actual knockout brackets, which I'm assuming draws will be somewhat soon. Does anybody know when bracket draws are going to be? I am not off the top of my head. But we're not going to take a look at the upcoming matches because there are no upcoming matches right now, as this was the final group stage match. But there will be a bracket draw pretty soon. Thank you so much, Sparkles. Sparkles says tomorrow at 20 Central European time, so do go check that out and convert it to your own time zone so that you know when to tune in and see the actual bracket draw. And then after that, matches are going to start flying out like hotcakes. It's going to be so great. We'll, of course, be adminning and casting the matches that we can, mostly these late night ones like what we're doing tonight. Should be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to take a look on Twitch and see who is currently live so that we know, so that we can send you guys off to somebody. Oh, Chris is actually playing some Hitman right now. I believe he's playing through Freelancer. So go say hi to Chris. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming out. Thank you to our players, Alex and Gorg, for putting on a splendid match. We really appreciate it. And just from a personal standing, I really appreciate that. Even when it looked dire, they kept trying to complete the spin. That's a big deal as an admin. It's a big deal as a shoutcaster to always respect the time of the other player, of your admins, of your shoutcasters, of the people watching, all that good stuff. So hats off to them. They did an excellent job with that. And yeah, can't wait to see them get better and see what they do in the next tournament. So that's going to do it for me. Go say hi to Chris. Check out hitmaps.com to see upcoming matches, all that stuff. Check out the bracket draw tomorrow at 20 Central European time, and keep it tuned to hitmaps.com to see when the next Roulette Rivals World Championship matchup will be. That's going to do it for us. We love y'all. We'll see you in the next one.